Hello, my name is Amy Heyse, and this is my friend Kate. You might recognize her from another video that we did where we went to the Mother Cabrini Shrine. And in today's video, Kate is going to be teaching us about Pysanky eggs, which is a Ukrainian folk tradition. So last Lent, Kate showed me how to make Pysanky eggs, and I just thought it was so cool. And she so graciously decided to come on our channel and walk you through a little bit about the history of Pysanky eggs, and she's going to demonstrate how to make one with a custom design that she created.
Hi, I'm Kate, and I am the designer at Heyse Creative and also a former missionary. And I have a lot of Eastern European heritage in my family. My dad's grandfather came over from Ukraine when he was a teenager. He came over with his brother. And so my dad has passed on a lot of these traditions from his family to my siblings and me. And when I was about 6 years old, my dad first introduced me to the art of Pysanky eggs. And we talk about writing Pysanky. So it comes from the word in the Ukrainian language to write. And we use a tool to write on the egg with wax. And so this is a very ancient tradition from Ukraine. In fact, long before Christianity was introduced, people were creating these eggs in the springtime. And then once Christianity came to Ukraine in about the 900s, a lot of the symbolism was adapted, or new symbolism came about to represent Christianity. And so this was a practice that people would do during Lent to prepare for Easter. And then these eggs would be given to other people, to family members or friends, or if someone died that year, they would be buried with one of these eggs, or an egg might be given to a newly married couple. And all of the different symbols have meaning. And so some of the Christian symbols that we like to use are the cross or the wheat, which can symbolize the harvest, but also points to the Eucharist, the fish, the sun, water, waves, and many other traditional designs. So I love doing this during Lent because it's a beautiful way to prepare for Easter. It's a very meditative, reflective art. It requires a lot of concentration and a lot of patience. So it forces us to slow down a little bit and enter into an art form that helps us to prepare for the Easter season. The design that I will be showing you today is this egg. We have a cross, which obviously represents the cross of Christ. Dots represent eternity, and I decided to do 3 dots as a representation of the Trinity. And then there are some other motifs that we used in here just to fill in the design. And then the final color I used was a purple color because it's reminiscent of the Lenten season and a color that symbolizes penance. We're going to link a step-by-step guide to creating this egg in the description. For this project, you will need raw eggs, beeswax, a Kistka, dyes mixed in glass or plastic containers with lids, a candle, a pencil, rubber bands or washi tape, paper towels and old cloths, book references, and an egg blower and varnish if you choose to blow out your egg. We'll start with raw room temperature eggs washed with a drop of dish soap. Step 2, planning your design. You can create your own designs or follow along with a design from a book. If you want to give it a Catholic twist, you can think about Catholic symbols like the cross, lamb, fish, or lily. Sketch your ideas lightly with a pencil on the egg to help guide you during the wax resist process. Rubber bands or washi tape can be used like a ruler to help you plan straight lines. Step 3, wax resist technique. Next, we're going to use the Kistka tool to add wax to the egg. You'll heat up the tool over the flame of your candle. Dip it in the wax and heat it once again before writing. Apply the wax to your egg to the areas that you want to remain white. The wax acts like a resist, protecting those areas from absorbing the dye. Step 4, first dye bath. Once your wax design is complete, it's time to dip the egg into the first dye color. Leave it in the dye for 5 to 10 minutes. You probably need 10 minutes for the lighter colors. You start with the lightest color and gradually work your way to the darkest color with each layer that you add. The wax will protect the areas you blocked off. Step 5, repeat the waxing and dyeing process with each color. After the first dye bath has dried, add more wax to cover the areas that you want to remain, same as we did with the first color. This process is repeated for each color layer as you gradually build up your design. When the next layer of wax is complete, dip your egg into the next dye color. Step 6, finishing touches. Once the egg is dry, gently remove the wax by holding it near a candle flame. Hold it to the side and not on the top of the flame. The heat from the candle warms up the wax, and you can wipe away any excess wax using either toilet paper or an old cloth like a t-shirt. When all the wax has been removed, you have a beautiful multicolored Pysanky egg. Step 7, blow out the egg. If you wish to hollow out the egg, you should varnish it first and let it dry. Then take a needle or pin and poke a hole in both ends of the egg. Use the needle to break the yolk inside. Carefully enlarge the hole at the bottom of the egg by wiggling around the pin to make it easier for the egg contents to come out. Position the egg over a bowl with the larger hole facing down and blow gently over the top hole. The egg whites and yolk should come out the bottom hole and into the bowl. You can shake or tap the egg to help the contents flow out. Rinse the empty egg with some soapy water or vinegar to clean it off and allow it time to dry. Then pick a spot to display your eggs.